explain subtopic 2.3, which is related to the ester. So like I mentioned before, the ester, one of the characteristics is that it have a sweet fruity smell. So the ester is usually used in the pharynx, such as the vanilla flavor and also the pineapple flavor. So for ester, it is a non-hydrocarbon. Why? Because it contains carbon, hydrogen, and at the same time it have the oxygen atom. So the ester, basically it can be represented by the general formula, which is this one, CnH2n plus 1, COO, CnH2n+1. So basically, if you recall, for the ester, it's come from the carboxylic acid and also alcohol, which means the carboxylic acid will react with the alcohol to form the ester. So the functional group of the ester is the carboxylate, which is the COO. So whenever you see there is a functional group of COO, it simply means it's the ester that is made from the chemical reaction between carboxylic acid and also alcohol. So here are some of the examples for the ester. So for example, we have the red part and also the blue part. So the red part is basically come from the alcohol, and then the blue part is come from the carboxylic acid. So the ethyl here simply means the ethanol. So that means this is come from the ethanol, and also propanol, it means that it's come from the propanoic acid. So the second one is the propyl methanoid. So the red color one is again is for the alcohol. It's come from the alcohol, which means the propyl means it's come from the propanol, and also the methanoid is come from the carboxylic acid. So in this case, it is a methanoic acid, HCOOH. And then next we have methyl butanoid. So methyl, again the red color represents the alcohol. So that means in this case it's come from the methanol, and also the blue color one is the butanoid, which means it is a carboxylic acid. So in this case it will be butanoic acid. So the methanol react with the butanoic acid, it will form methyl butanoid, which is an ester with a sweet fruity smell. And next we have propyl ethanoid. So the propyl here, in this case the alcohol will be propanol, and also for the carboxylic acid it will be ethanoic acid. So ester is very useful in our daily life. So for example, if you eat the strawberry flavored ice cream, the ice cream is actually not made from the real strawberry, but it is related to the ester. It's made from the ester, which is ethyl hexanoid, that gives the strawberry flavor. So next we move forward to ester, which is give the fragrant smell of fruit. So in your syllabus there are several names of the ester that you have to know. So for the first one is about the ethyl hexanoid. So ethyl hexanoid, like I mentioned just now, is about the pharynx, which is the strawberry flavor. And then next we have ethyl butanoid. Ethyl butanoid is related to the pineapple flavor. And then the third one is the methyl butanoid, which is the apple flavor. So again, you have to know this reaction, which is the reaction between carboxylic acid react with the alcohol, and at the same time we need to use catalyst. So the catalyst that we're going to use is a concentrated sulfuric acid. So under the catalyst, and then the reaction between carboxylic acid and alcohol, it will produce ester. So like I mentioned just now, for the naming of ester, we start from the alcohol first, followed by the carboxylic acid. So you will learn more detail regarding the naming of ester in the coming video. So first, let's look at this one, which is ethyl hexanoid. So the ethyl hexanoid, again, ethyl hexanoid is made from the chemical reactions, come from the chemical reaction between carboxylic acid and also alcohol. So in this case, ethyl hexanoid, the alcohol that we use is ethanol, and also the carboxylic acid is the hexanoic acid. So basically, hexanoic acid react with the ethanol, it will form ethyl hexanoid. And next, for the pineapple flavor, which is the ethyl butanoid, it come from the ethanol and also the reaction with the butanoic acid. And last but not least, we have the methyl butanoid. So methyl, again, methyl is this part here is come from the alcohol. So methyl simply means is come from the methanol, and also the butanoid here is come from the butanoic acid. So here the butanoic acid will react with the methanol under the presence of catalyst, which is concentrated sulfuric acid, to form the ester that we call methyl butanoid. So you will learn more detail regarding the naming of the ester, and you will have more practice in the coming video. So that's all. Thank you.